So Richard, for now they're gonna have a characters in the mask match?
Well, let me explain. In this business, you have to establish yourself as a character. You have to establish yourself with fans who know who you are. For example, if you go down and do a show and you're on the first event, and they get to know you, and then you do maybe the second match or the third, and eventually you build up to the semi-main event. You build a name for yourself, and then you build heat. You have the face and the heel that build the heat, and then eventually you have this big feud going back and forth for several months where the fans get to know that you guys really hate each other. And then at that point, you can put it on the line. If you have a mask, I'm putting my mask on the line, or I'm going to shave my head. Whoever wins, you know, gets to shave the other guy's head or pull his mask off. And that's when it means something to the fans. If you're just a preliminary wrestler, they don't really care until they learn to like you or they learn to hate you. And what a lot of guys don't realize, and especially those guys who write into me who want to do wrestling shows, it takes a long time to make WWE. I have so many people writing me, I want to be a WWE superstar. I'm 5'5", I'm 108 pounds, and this is what I want to do. Okay, fine, that's a good start, but then you've got to build up from there. There's things you need to do to become a superstar. In anything, in movie acting or whatever you do in life or in wrestling we're talking about. So you have to pay your dues. And what a lot of people don't realize is they come to class and they learn, okay, where Kurt Angle came from, he was a gold medal winner for the United States, wrestling champion. He still had to do 2 years for WWE to learn the business. He wouldn't put him out there until he trained for 2 years as a pro, because he had to learn everything it took to do about the business. He didn't know. All right, it's the same thing here. You learn, you go to school, you learn, and then you start to put yourself out there. I can do as much as I can to get you to some promoters. Not all of them, because I don't know all of them. But it's your job as a wrestler, if this is what you want, just like an actor goes to casting calls, is to get your photos out to promoters, go to the matches, get to know the promoters, get to know the other wrestlers, talk to them, introduce yourself, let them know that you're willing to work, you want to be seen, you'll come, you'll do anything on the show just to get known. And that's what it takes in this business. You want to be well groomed, you want to dress nice, you want to shave, you want to brush your teeth. First thing is someone comes to you, they got food in their teeth and they're sloppy, you think, I don't want them in the ring. Number one, you also want to make sure you don't have BO and you don't have stinky breath when you're wrestling with somebody. You use your deodorant and you use Altoids or chew gum, whatever. It's the worst thing is worse to lock up with somebody who stinks. You don't want to do the match with them. So take that into consideration. It's a matter of personal pride when you show up. Then, when you're in the dressing room, you treat everybody like a gentleman. You're very professional about things. You know, you're not in character in the dressing room. You're your own person. That's what gets people to like you. So, for example, down at Andy's show, if you go down and you meet the guys and you socialize and you become one of the friends, eventually these matches come up and they'll say, well, let's start booking. You know, let's start booking Shiloh on here. He seems to be a nice kid. He wants to try real hard. Let's book Ryan. Let's just see what we can do. And then you go in and maybe you'll lose a few times to their stars, which you will do, because I did that the first 2 years I wrestled. I had to do jobs for everybody. But I showed up every time and I did what I had to do. I shook hands with them, said thank you very much, kept my mouth shut, and eventually I started building up. Then when I went to another territory, I'd already established myself and they brought me in and they flipped me over and they made me a champion because they already knew that I was working hard at it. And that's what it takes. That's really what you have to do. So if it's going to be a hair versus match, or it's going to be this and that, I have no control over another promoter. I can say you trained with me and they can see you can work great, but they already format their schedule of who they want to do and how they want to do it. So that's pretty much in their hands. Any promoter, Fog City does the same thing. He has his roster of wrestlers. Now Kevin's doing a show up there. He's been up there I think three times now. They like him. They're starting to use him with Baby Slim as a tag. They're putting him over. He's building a name, but he didn't start out that way. You know, he just had to go up and meet the guys. So now it's starting to evolve, and the same thing will happen to you as you move on. It'll start to evolve as you keep pushing yourself. But it's like I told Miguel the other day, and some of you guys, you need pictures, you need your bio on there, and you need to be able to take it with you to a show, hand it to the promoter and say, look, I want to come do a show for you. Can you use me? I trained with Rick Drasin. He'll vouch for me. He'll show you the videos, or maybe you can send him on a DVD or video. And then at that point, it starts to carry over. And that's what it takes. It's as simple as that. It's one of these things that you got to pay your dues and you got to produce, or you got to promote yourself. You got to learn to talk to people. It's like I said, I just called your friend. Some people call me and they can't even talk on the phone. They don't know how to present themselves. I want to be you know, I've been watching wrestling since I've been 3 and I want to be a pro wrestler and this is what I want to do and that's my dream come true and I don't know what to do and you know, and no, I don't know. You always say you know, but I don't know what. I don't know what you're talking about. So you got to speak intelligently when you talk to somebody and it'll make all the difference in the world. Then you start to work. So pretty much that's it. I mean, you can do what you're doing here and that's great. and you'll get good at it, and I can recommend you that at that point, then you have to go on your own and talk to these people and do it. Make sense?
Yeah.
Or I'll shave your hair for you, and then you'll look like me. We'll be all in good shape. All right, let's go back to our spots we're doing. This is a new spot. This is the heel to face. You do the powder route, you hit the ropes, you run back and crisscross. Let's see an example of what we just went through.
Back him off! Back him off!
Come on.
Back him off!
Come on, Brad.
He's all the way back.
Take my
What?
time. Shit!
Get him back.
Get in the ring! Get in the ring! Come on, Rap!
Come on, get in the ring. You're not cheating. Get in the ring.
I'm not gonna fight him. You're afraid, aren't you? No, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. He's afraid. Come back in the ring. Come on, you're afraid, aren't you?
Oh, you think I'm afraid of you?
No, we know you are.
Huh? Hey, get him up! Get him back! Get him back!
Come on, man.
Get him back! Oh, snap!
Yeah! Oh! Yep. Cheers, lay down. Yeah. Oh, beautiful! Oh, yeah! Nice!
That's good.
Oh, those boots are hard! See that? Go!
All right, pick him back up.